What's up, everybody? Here we are back again for some more NFL predictions.
Our yearly video. My yearly video.
Yeah, Ryan's yearly video.
Because I don't post anymore.
And, this is for 2025 to 2026. That's
Time's flying. We've been doing this for how many years? 3 or 4 now?
Yeah, since 2022, I want to say. That was the first time we did it. Yeah, it was, because we did the... First time was with, like, a weird laptop setup or whatever, and then it was with... In the back, we did the second one, and then the last one was here with the Mac, and now we're doing it again with the Mac here. So yeah, I tried to educate myself a bit on the depth charts and also on the standings from last year here as well to help me a little bit, even though obviously I don't fully agree with like some of this, like for being the same. But yeah, so we're gonna try our best here. Again, I'll probably be hilariously wrong again, but hopefully
we always
a little less wrong. So I hope.
So we're gonna go left to right, game by game.
Yeah. So AFC top down, A versus N top down, and NFC top down, like always, and then we're gonna go next week, all right?
Okay.
So how do we do this again? It's just like we just say who's gonna win.
Yep.
So first game, Kansas City versus Chargers. I think we know who's gonna win.
I think I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I mean,
yeah,
LA could
never
win.
eat that one out ever.
Chargers could win because it's in Brazil, but I mean, I
Chargers
trust the Chiefs. I trust the Chiefs more.
Yeah, and the Chargers never have either. Okay, and then Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers going back to New York. I think.
I just thought about that actually. Yeah, literally, it's kind of a weird like reuniting sort of thing. We'll go.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I just think that they're the better team, offense and defense.
Yeah. All the away teams so far.
I mean, you know how the Bengals always start slow in week 1? Like they always lose. It seems like.
Yeah.
This is tough. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. The Browns could win because the Bengals always start slow.
No, I'll go with the Bengals too, to be honest with you. Raiders versus Patriots. I'm gonna say the Patriots.
I'm gonna say the Patriots just because they're at home and they have what's his name, Mike Vrabel as their coach. I think he's a good leader.
Yeah. Tennessee versus Broncos.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
This is a good matchup here. I think this must be Sunday Night Football, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
This is, I would say.
This is a toss-up.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Ravens.
I would think the Ravens too, just because it's week 1 and they're all rest.
Cowboys versus Eagles, definitely Eagles. I think though, because they're Philadelphia at home.
Yeah, and it's the first game, and they don't have Micah Parsons anymore.
I just skipped over.
We both did.
Fucking conference games. Sorry. Carolina versus Jacksonville. Wow, what a great game.
This is a great game.
I'll say Jacksonville.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Rams for this one too.
This one could go either way. I'm actually going to go with Houston just because the Rams are an old team. You don't need to do that. This game could go either way.
Rams. Let me stick with Rams. This one right here.
This is another great game.
Probably.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, probably Cardinals here. Buccaneers as well.
I'd say the Buccaneers.
Because Baker Mayfield was pretty good last year. That was a shocker.
Baker Mayfield was really good.
The Giants don't have much going for them, bro. I'm going
to say Washington as well.
Washington here. San Francisco versus Seahawks.
Sam Darnold's debut as a Seahawk.
Yeah, I'll say Seattle can pull this one off because San Fran is like they
go back and forth. I'll go
back and forth. Yeah.
I'll say San Fran. This could be.
I'll say Packers as well here.
This is tough. It depends if this one's tough because it's the season opener. I'll say Green Bay. Yeah.
And then Vikings.
And then
I think they could pull it off.
This one could go either way too because it's the first game of the season and Chicago's a new team. I'm gonna go with Minnesota as well though.
Well, again, like both teams have a pretty big. They're starting out pretty big right now, to say the least. Because Bears have a lot of changes, and so does the Vikings. I'm gonna say Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well.
All right, next week. Okay. It's a lot more split up this time. Okay. Bills versus Jets.
I think Bills. Dolphins, Patriots.
Dolphins versus Patriots. I'll say Dolphins.
I'm gonna say Dolphins, even though I know their defense is really bad, but I think that the Patriots. I feel like the Patriots could be okay, but I think they're gonna start slow.
I think that the Dolphins, Patriots are gonna be on slightly more equal footing this year than last year. That's what I'm kind of saying they'll do in here. And then. Jacksonville versus the Bengals, probably Bengals.
Yeah, I'll take the Bengals.
Definitely Ravens this next
Ravens,
game too.
Broncos should.
I'm actually gonna say I'll say the Broncos, yeah. And then Chargers versus Raiders.
This one is in Las Vegas. I still think the Chargers are going to win, but this one could go either way.
No, I'll say Raiders.
That's fair.
I think the Raiders could do it. Why is it? Why ain't clicking? Come on. The fuck, bro? Serious?
Is it not going?
Yeah, it's not clicking it.
Can you scroll there? Let's see now. There we go.
What in the world? Okay, it clicked it. Thank God.
Did it?
Bro.
I don't know if it did.
No, it did.
didn't.
No, it highlighted it, I think, but now it's not.
Okay, just see do the rest if you can. And
bro, what the fuck?
Click it again. Oh.
Oh my God.
Wait. I guess.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on.
It's glitching out.
It's already unresponsive page, I guess. There we go. Okay.
Okay, then it should hopefully work now.
Standard, though, so of course now it's gonna add remove. I didn't remove nothing there, bro. There we go. Now let's do it.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
The Rams here. Seattle versus Pittsburgh. I think they're playing pretty weird, similar footing right now because you got Aaron, you got brand new quarterbacks in both these teams. I'm gonna say Steelers.
I would say Steelers too, but this one might be close. But I think the Steelers defense.
Ooh, is bro, we got freaking
rematch.
Oh man.
Oh, this one could go either way. I think the Eagles are just the better team. That's just what I think. I think the Chiefs are a very good team.
Yeah, I gotta say, why are they home? Why did they? Okay, also they come out May.
Yeah, because that's like when they play Thursday.
Yeah, that pushes it a little more too. And then over here we got Buccaneers versus the Texans. I'm gonna say Texans could probably do this one.
I'm gonna go with the
similar,
Buccaneers.
Kind of like
they're both teams on the rise.
Wild card teams.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Washington versus Green Bay. Ooh, this is cool
good.
too. This is like both like young quarterbacks here. I'll say, although one of them's a little younger, obviously. I'm gonna still say Green Bay.
I'm going with Green Bay. I think Micah Parsons is gonna feast.
Giants versus Cowboys. I'll say Cowboys.
Yep, I agree.
San Fran versus Saints.
I'm gonna say San Fran.
San Fran. Yeah, where did I put them last time? Yeah, no, I'll put it. Yeah, definitely. Okay. And then the next one here, Bears versus Lions. I think it's actually the Lions are at home. I think it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, we're gonna go Lions.
It'll be the Lions.
Oh, your thing's tweaking out again.
Fuck, bro. I can scroll, right?
Oh, you can do everything except just pick. Oh, there we go.
Right.
Okay.
And then we got Panthers versus Cardinals. What a interesting game this one's going to be. I'll just say Cardinals.
I'll say Panthers because I like Bryce Young.
I think Cardinals are 2-0 somehow right now, but that's not going to last. And then we got Falcons versus Vikings. I think I'm going to say Vikings. We're at home.
Yeah, I'll say Vikings just because you're at home. I feel
we're at 2-0.
I feel like Bijan Robinson is good enough to where he could win the game for the Falcons single-handedly if they were at home. But okay, anyways, Bills Dolphins.
Yeah, Bills Dolphins. I'll say Bills.
Definitely Bills. Oh, is your thing too?
There we go. No, we're good. And then we got over here. We got the Colts versus. I'm gonna should I just close this shit?
Yeah, close all those.
I'll close it. What my plan was, guys, is I was going to go look through these.
I'll just tell you some.
But I think what I'll do is I'll look these up when we get to the playoffs. Is probably what I'll do, because this is going to be when I really need these. And they're lagging everything out right now.
They are.
So, 1 second here, guys. You can keep going ahead, Ryan.
I'll just do a few games. Steelers, Patriots. I feel like this game could actually be way closer. I think the Steelers, though, are going to start out 3-0. They're going to start out hot. And with that, we have the Jags.
Show my email, guys.
Versus,
Alright, I'll get rid of that. I'm so you still remove every single instance of this group in your email. Just shows my email address. I'm like, bro, what? Why?
Jags, Titans. Jags, Texans. I'll take the Texans, even though they're on the road. Titans, Colts. I'll take the Titans. I rather like Cam Ward. I don't know. I don't think that the Colts have too much upside besides Tyler Warren. Jonathan Taylor's not bad. They have some defensive pieces. Their O-line is okay. I don't know. I don't trust their weapons that much. Broncos, Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one. That one could go either way, though, but I'm just going to say because they're at home.
Just gotta let this thing stabilize.
There we go.
Finally, okay. Titans versus Colts. I'm
Now
all
it's a bit
behind.
better.
I'll say Titans. Yeah, that's fair. Steelers vs. Patriots. I'm gonna say Patriots. I think.
The upset.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't think the Steelers are much better than the Patriots. I think. I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay. I think the Patriots can do it. Texans versus Jaguars. I think I'm gonna say Texans.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's
No,
see.
I'm gonna say Broncos. Honestly, there's more There's more like a momentum with the Broncos right now than the Chargers and stuff. Bengals versus Vikings. I'm gonna give the Bengals this one.
This one could go either way. I'm actually gonna go with the Vikings just because I think the Bengals defense is so bad.
Is that where you were at as well?
Yep.
You're right. Yeah.
That, like, I feel like the Vikings have a good defense and a good offense, and the Bengals have a very, very good offense but a pretty bad defense.
Okay.
So that's my reasoning.
Jets versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers definitely. Definitely Washington because they got a mini bye. Y'all can beat the Browns. I think even at their stadium, they have a mini bye. Kansas City versus Giants.
I'd take Kansas
Giants
City.
are not doing much right now. I think. So we'll leave them. Who's their quarterback again?
Russell Wilson.
Okay, it's Russell Wilson. Yeah.
I mean, he's not bad. He's just old.
No, but like he wasn't great with the Steelers, so I'm not expecting much. And then you got the Lions versus the Ravens.
Tough one, eh?
Where are the Ravens?
2-0 at the top.
Alright. No, I'm still gonna say the Ravens.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
They got a big.
I think they're more balanced of a team this season.
No, but also I think their fans would probably show up for a game like that anyways. They probably would fucking scare the Lions with that.
Eagles Rams. This was gonna be a good game.
Yeah. I'll say Eagles.
This one could go either way. I'll go with the Eagles too. I'll go with the Eagles, but I feel
I
like
have the Rams high right now, but like still.
The Rams are 1-2 for me, but I think that they'll.
Falcons and Panthers.
I'm going with Falcons.
I'll say Panthers actually.
I'm going with Falcons just because the Falcons haven't won a game yet for me.
Okay. And then we got Seattle Seahawks versus this.
Okay, this is where Seattle will get their first win, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Saints. I don't know. The Saints just. I looked at their roster, but there wasn't much going on there. You know what I mean? So no, I'll say Seahawks. We also got the Cardinals versus 49ers after that.
I'm gonna take 49ers, I think. Oh, it's not where it's for.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I'll say.
49ers.
49ers, yeah.
They're 3-0 for me.
No, not for me. No one's 3-0 in that division anymore for me. We got Dallas Cowboys versus the Chicago Bears.
I don't like Chicago.
Two teams that are probably really fucked this year.
I'm gonna go with Chicago though, just because they're at home.
Yeah, you're probably right about that one.
I feel like the Bears might win a few more games than last year, but I don't know. I don't have like too much trust.
Yeah, I mean neither. We got Titans versus the Texans.
I didn't say Texans. Texans, yeah.
As well. Kansas City versus Baltimore game here.
This is a great game.
I'll probably put the Chiefs.
I'll give the Chiefs the slight
Because
win, slight edge.
And we got who is that? What?
Miami versus.
Sorry,
New York.
I'm like dying here. I can't figure out who the fuck's gonna win this one. Actually,
I'll say Miami because they already started out hot.
Yeah.
So they'll start 3-1. So they're not a bad start for Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if Tua stays healthy and their offense stays healthy, they can be a pretty good team.
Yeah. I agree. We got Bengals versus the Broncos. Probably Broncos.
I'll take the Broncos. I think their defense is way better.
They're 4-0. I'm really putting them up high.
They're 3-1 for me.
Oh, we're playing in
Ireland.
Ireland. Oh, interesting.
I think you guys can beat the Steelers.
Yeah, well, we'll beat the Steelers. There's not much of a home field advantage here with the Steelers, I'd say. I don't think we've even played in Ireland before.
So you guys are 4-0 for me. The Vikings
we are 3-1. I was not that kind to the Vikings. We have got, and then we got the Panthers versus the Patriots.
I'm gonna say Patriots.
I'll say Patriots again because and then
Chargers
Giants. Versus the Giants. I actually think the Giants could get their first win for me here.
I'll give them their first win too. I feel like they're at home. They have a decent chance.
Because the Chargers are not exactly very electric to me. You know.
They don't have many big
Bills
playmakers.
here,
yeah, I'll go Bills. I'll go Lions.
Obviously Lions here too.
And Rams.
I'm gonna actually give a Colts upset here.
Oh damn! I'm going with
Because again, Rams I feel like could Like they're gonna have. I feel like they could have quite a few damn games. And then Jaguars versus San Fran.
I'll go with San Fran's 4-0 for me as well.
I'll say San Fran, yeah. And then Raiders will win here, I think.
Yeah, I'll give the Raiders their first win of the season for me.
Alright, and then we got in the NFC, we got the Seattle versus Cardinals. I could do. I'll say Cardinals.
I'll say Cardinals. It's a Thursday
they're really
game.
equal for me right now, those two teams anyway. So I think just whoever has home advantage, really. And then Buccaneers versus Eagles. Ooh, interesting.
This could be a trap game for the. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers if it's not.
He's kind of interesting. I feel that way too a little bit, right? Like, yeah, you kind of like you could see that one because the Buccaneers have like had moments where they just come up, you know. Washington versus Falcons.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta for the upset.
I'll still say the Commanders here, and then y'all gonna be 4-0 if I could pick you, but I can't imagine y'all losing to the Cowboys, man.
Micah Parsons returns.
Own them, bro. Like, and if people were talking about like this is a must-watch game now after that. So, Packers again. Y'all are 4 and freaking out. I put y'all above the Vikings.
The Vikings and Packers are both 4-0 on mine.
Okay.
They have an easy start to the season, the Packers, though, and it gets harder after like week 8 or something.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't actually looked super close in the general schedule yet. This is like kind of new to me. I've been looking at the depth chart, not really this. I was kind of saving this for now.
Yeah, something interesting about mine. I'm just gonna say quick. There are 4 undefeated teams at 4-0, and they're all in the NFC. It's the Vikings, Packers, Buccaneers, and 49ers. Because the 49ers have an easy start.
There's not a lot of. Only 2 undefeated teams. I've been really good. I've been like really not willing to let anybody be undefeated. I'm realizing here it's just the Broncos and the Packers left. I think the Broncos probably have an easy start though. Let's be real. That's why they're that high. So yeah. Anyway, Texans versus the Ravens. I'm gonna say Ravens.
Yeah.
This is right away. It seemed like it's gonna be a cool game to watch out for early if things go the way we're showing. And then Raiders versus Colts. This one not so much interesting. I'll give this to the Colts.
I'll give this one to the Raiders.
And then
go with the Bills.
Patriots versus obviously.
And then I think the Chiefs should be able
Chiefs should be able to win this one. We're in the UK for this one. Yeah. Bro, how many international games were you playing?
I think you have 2.
Just back to back.
I think because Ireland and UK are pretty close, right?
Yeah, it's a smart idea, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'd say we win this one. I'd say the Jets could probably win against the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because I feel like
the Cowboys are not doing really well in mine, and I want the Jets to win a game, so I'll put a no up here. And then Broncos versus Eagles. The Eagles will win this one, I think.
I'll go with
the
Eagles.
The first loss for the Broncos, I think. And then Panthers versus Dolphins. Probably Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers for
Titans versus Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, they got a mini bye. Look, I'm putting the Cardinals a little higher.
They have a really easy start, though.
But yeah, you're right.
They're 3-2 on mine.
They do have an easy start, yeah. And then Commanders versus Chargers. I'll say Chargers on this one.
I'll say Commanders in a really tight game.
Lions versus Bengals. Okay, see, I think
I got the Lions for me. I feel like they're just they're the more well-rounded team.
Bro, the Lions are gonna be 2 and 3 if I pick the Bengals here. I think they do have a tough start though. I think.
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna say I still think the Bengals.
You going with the Bengals?
I really think so. And then San Fran and the Rams. I'll say Rams here.
Yeah, I'll go with the Rams as well.
And New York versus the Saints.
I'm gonna go with New York. It's a tank pool.
This is a tank pool, bro.
I think the Giants are the better team though. Even though the Saints are at home, I think the Giants. I feel like if Russell Wilson can cook a bit.
You're kind of right, though, aren't you?
Like they have some decent talent.
There's nothing interesting about the Saints, bro.
Like at least with the Giants, they're young and they have a good defensive line and they have some targets, some receivers. So.
Okay, and then I think I could see the Seahawks maybe upsetting.
I'm gonna say the Seahawks. Yeah.
This is especially because they had a mini bye here. So
they give the Bucks their first loss of the season.
Right.
All right.
It went a long time without. We went almost the whole time without any problems in the last game.
Oh, it's almost there.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. Let's take it. There we go. Okay.
Let's go. Okay, Broncos versus Jets.
Hold on. If you just give it a sec to sit. There we go. I think the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos. Okay, so those aren't off an actual bye here. They'll win against the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns are getting pummeled.
They're 0-6 in mine.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are 4-1 for me.
No, they're not
He's
that high.
quick
For
start.
me. I think
They're
I like the 3-2 record that they've got so far for me.
I think Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins. I'd say the.
I'm going with the Chargers.
No.
Either or.
Wait, where are the Dolphins on mine?
They're
high again for me. I think I'll say the Chargers.
Because the Chargers are bad for you.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, let's keep going. The Titans versus the Raiders.
Raiders win for me. Their third straight.
I think the Raiders could probably pull this one out. The Titans aren't great on great, yeah. So I'd say Raiders are 3-3 now.
Yeah, they're mid. But
And
they're not
then
bad.
we have the Jaguars versus the Seahawks. I'll say the Seahawks again here, honestly.
Okay, this is gonna be. This is always something I'm gonna try and incorporate every year because 2 out of every 3 NFL seasons, there's a tie in each season, and I can't think of a game that sounds more like a tie than the Jaguars versus Seahawks. So I'm gonna say a tie, just to shake it up, make it a bit crazy. I don't either, but like just shake it up because we're not gonna be right anyways.
Also, wasn't like last year, first year, like in like 6 seasons, we didn't have a tie?
I think, yeah.
I feel like we had like quite a few ties until last year. There was nothing. It's kind of weird. Anyway, LA versus the Ravens.
I think the Ravens, yeah.
This one easy. Cardinals versus Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. Actually, that's their first win of the season for me. And
again, I think the Cardinals are too high on my record. So I'm like, and then you got Patriots versus Saints. I'll say the Saints.
I'll say
first
Patriots.
win here finally. Because like the Patriots aren't anything super special on mine. And then you got Bengals versus the Packers. I'm gonna say Packers here.
Yeah, I'll say Packers. I mean, I think with like before the Micah Parsons trade, the Packers were like a 10-7, 11-6, maybe 12-5 team. But I think with Micah Parsons, that's a game changer. That's one of the best players in the league.
Also, again, at the end of the day, both these teams are just so electric to me as well, and they got a bye too. Okay, Lions versus the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Lions.
Fuck, bro.
I think this is going to be a really close game. But the Lions are 3-2 for me, and I feel like if they win this, that's a big.
See, I actually think the Lions could probably do it here. I think that would be kind of nice to see the Lions do it. I think they could.
Where are they at for you? 3-3?
They're 2-3.
Did you miss the game last week? Yeah,
no.
There might have been a game that didn't get clicked because they're at 4-2 for me. Like there's one game behind.
No, but I'm like but I just know now they're 3-3. So
oh,
I hadn't
yeah.
clicked it yet. It was unresponsive yet again. And we got the Bills versus Falcons again. The Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Even with the bye, I just don't see them doing nothing.
The Bills are just too good.
Yeah, and then Eagles versus Giants.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Yeah, I'll see.
The Eagles are just really like the better team.
Buccaneers will win this one, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
I'm gonna go with
I think maybe the Panthers will this win too. The Cowboys aren't great. And then Bears versus Washington. The Washington's just so much more electric.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Okay, and we got the Steelers versus the Bengals here.
I think the Bengals.
Bengals will win this one. Patriots versus Titans. I'll say Titans could do it. Honestly,
I'm gonna say Patriots.
Okay.
I'm not upset, but no, I'll go Titans because the Titans they're 1-5, so this will make them 2-5.
Yeah, again, I think it's winnable. You know.
Yeah.
Especially at home. Raiders versus the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I would have. See, last year would have been the superstition of this game, but honestly, I just don't see anything going. I don't see the Raiders doing it, so we'll go Chiefs this time. Miami versus the Browns. Bro, I have to say the Browns are losing again.
I'm gonna go with Browns for them their first game. Because why not?
And then we got oh my god. Indianapolis Colts versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
I say Chargers.
I'll say Chargers too, yeah. And then you got the Rams versus the Jaguars. I could say maybe. Where's the Jaguars at for me? Where's the Rams at for me? I think this is winnable for the Jags again, and they actually
in London.
have home court advantage. They're used to playing in London, unlike all the other teams. So
I'll agree with you actually, just because it's there, and I feel like this Travis Hunter could have a big game. Jets
gonna win this one.
I'll agree. Yeah, sure.
And then I'll say Broncos versus
Giants.
It'll be probably Broncos again. Sorry, I don't know why I had a moment of panic there. I figured it out eventually. And Texans here. Yep, definitely. Ooh, good game here.
Oh,
good game.
This is. I'm gonna go with the Eagles though. I think the Vikings
I think
are
the
good,
Eagles will
but
probably do it too.
I think the Bears should be able to win this game.
Yeah, I'll say that too. The Bears could win this one. And then
I'm gonna
Green
go
Bay
Packers
versus
again.
Arizona. I'll say Arizona. Or sorry, I'll say Green Bay. Washington will win this one too.
I'm gonna go Dallas for the upset just because they're at home. Could be wrong, but
I also the Cowboys. San Francisco 49ers. Where would they win against the Falcons?
I'm gonna go Falcons.
I'll say 49ers win this one. Yeah, and then we have Buccaneers versus the Lions. I say the Lions are a little more electric.
I'll say the
here. They
Lions.
win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
The NFC North is stacked for me. Packers 6-0, Vikings 5-1.
See, Lions are like
Lions
a
5-2.
little lower than I thought they'd be, but they have a tough schedule to start the year.
I think it gets easier for them.
And then like the Bears are pretty bad, as I expected. But yeah, it's pretty split right now in the NFC North, I would say. The NFC South though is very bad though, because again, honestly, the Buccaneers are the only team that have any sort of like motion right.
The
now.
worst for me is the AFC South with the Texans.
Yeah, they're pretty bad too, as well. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We have Jets versus Bengals. I'll say Bengals. Patriots will probably beat the Browns again. I think that I don't know. Am I crazy for like putting the Browns at 0-8?
No, it's fine. They're a shade
I
team.
think that they're. I don't know. I don't see much for them right now.
I think these two teams are even in the Colts are at home, so I'll go with the Colts.
Yeah, me too. I'd say so. I think they're pretty even. Okay. See, I'm weirdly excited for this game, to be honest with you, but I think we would win.
I'd say so too.
Thursday night as well. Yeah. And then the Texans would probably win this one.
Yeah,
Even the 49ers. And then Bills have a mini bye, so yeah. Or an actual just straight bye, never mind, I'm crazy. Also, I just realized we got an early bye, like week 6 or something, I'm realizing now. Because we were off that one time. Okay, sorry. You can keep going ahead, my things in a moment ago.
Falcons versus Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Ravens versus Bears. I have to go with the Ravens. Broncos versus Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. Definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Steelers versus Packers. This one, Aaron Rodgers playing Green Bay again for the first time ever since leaving. I think Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay. I think Green Bay's gonna start 7-0, which is crazy.
He was with the Jets, right? So yeah, he didn't play against.
Nope, not
a
last
lot of the
year.
NFC. Yeah, man, that's a big game. Okay, I'm gonna say though that.
And the Packers' schedule does get harder.
I don't know what to say to this one.
Because then they play the Lions again.
This sounds like the Packers, and then, this is a good one right here.
Yeah.
Washington versus Kansas City.
I could actually see
Kansas City
Washington.
will
I'm gonna
win.
say Washington pulls off an upset.
I'm gonna say Kansas City. And then Giants versus the Eagles.
Gotta be Eagles.
Eagles, yeah. And we got the Buccaneers versus the Saints. I'd say Buccaneers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think the Saints are going to be the worst team in the league this year. Or one of.
So far, I hate how this is going, man. This is actually like pretty realistic.
Yeah.
It's not like, all like 12-5 or anything like looking like that yet. Anyway, we'll see how it ends up. But yeah, okay. Ravens versus the Dolphins.
Gotta be Ravens.
Ravens. And then, this is a cool one. I'm not gonna lie with you.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
I think the Texans could do it here, though. Honestly, I think they could do it. And then Titans versus the Chargers.
I say Chargers.
I would say Chargers here. Colts versus Steelers. I'm actually gonna say Colts. I think because they're both like mid teams.
I'm going Steelers.
And then Jaguars versus Raiders, both off buys. But
I'm gonna go Jaguars.
I'm gonna say Raiders again here. Bro.
It's a good game. I feel like
I'm gonna go to superstitions here and say Bills will win this because they're really good. Against
and the Bills in the regular season, not in the playoffs.
Again,
that's
I'm
what I was
not
about
doing
to
that
say.
whole pattern thing as much because that usually ends up making these look really weird. But I will do them in special case like that because we know how the Bills are in the regular season with the Chiefs.
Bengals, Bears. It's got to be Bengals.
Bengals, and I'll say definitely Patriots here.
I'll say.
At this point, the
I'll say
big tanking teams,
Falcons.
bro, are the fucking Browns and the Falcons. Those are like the big tanking teams at this point. Both 0 wins. For
crazy.
me. And then Packers, I think, will win against the
gotta be-
Panthers. Holy shit!
I'm gonna give the Lions just because they're at home. I think the Vikings could beat them at.
No, also they got to buy and they're
Oh,
at
yeah.
home. They got a lot of advantages. I agree with you actually. San Fran versus the Giants. I'm gonna say San Fran.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Saints versus Rams. Probably definitely Rams because they're at home off of freaking bye. Washington will win this one, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Washington.
Yeah, Washington. And then Cardinals versus Cowboys. I'm gonna say Cardinals.
I'm gonna say
here.
Cowboys for myself.
And
I don't think the Cowboys are gonna be so bad. I just think they're not gonna
See,
be a
I
playoff
think I'm doing
team.
all right because the NFC West is looking like how I thought it was going to. Like it really is. So that's good. All right, week 10. Raiders versus Broncos. I'll say Broncos here.
I want to see. Did they play yet? No, they didn't. Yeah, I'll go Broncos again. The Broncos are 8-2 for me.
Ooh, yeah, they're 8-2 for me as well. I have them real high. And then we got Jags versus Texans.
I'll go Texans.
Browns
This
versus
is tank pool.
Jets. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna say,
Oh, this is tough. This is like flip a coin.
yeah, exactly. Because Jets could fucking blow this, actually. You know, I'm gonna say they do blow it.
Yeah,
Browns are getting
I'll say
first
Myles
round.
Garrett has like 5 sacks or something against that shitty O line.
All right, and then we got.
We'll say
Bears-
Shadur Sanders takes over now.
Yeah. Okay. Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna say they win against the Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins for an upset, just to keep it kind of even.
I don't see it. I don't think they do.
Chargers versus.
Chargers versus the Steelers. I'll say Chargers.
Yeah, I agree.
A little more electric than the Steelers. Colts versus Falcons and Germany. Dude, there's so many international games this year. They're really
Tons.
pushing it this year, aren't they? They got let's see where the Colts are at, where the Falcons are at. Oh, actually, obviously going to be the Colts, am I thinking? Because the Falcons are still winless.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. The Falcons are 6-3 for me. I think
We're that way completely different.
I'm really high on Bijan Robinson. It doesn't really. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes in the season. It's only
Whatever. I'm glad we're having big disagreements like that. It makes things interesting. Ravens versus Vikings. I'm gonna
I
say
say Ravens.
here.
Yeah.
We just got pushed out of the playoffs with that one. Great. Okay. And then Buccaneers will probably win this one off of
I'm gonna say Patriots get the
a
upset.
full bye.
Give me the
I'm gonna
Bears.
say the Giants. The Bears fuck this one up, and the Giants.
I'll take the Bears.
Giants haven't won in a while. And then Saints versus Panthers. We'll say.
I'll say Panthers.
Yeah,
They're at home.
I'm gonna say Saints actually and even it up. They'll be both 2-8 for both those teams now. And then
Seahawks
versus the Cardinals. I'm gonna say it's actually a bloodbath right now. I'm gonna say the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And now Seahawks are leading again all of a sudden in that division. That's crazy. LA versus San Fran. Ooh, there's 2 divisional games right next to each other for mine here. That's cool. I'm gonna say San Fran.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
This one.
close game though.
This one I think San Fran will lock up. And then, this one's cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Lions will get this one though.
Yeah, and I think this is where we lose our first game.
Yes, because they're off a bye as
Yeah,
well.
and I mean, even though we're at home on Monday night, I think I think Philadelphia is a really, really complete team. So.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, they really are. All right, week 11. We got Jets versus Patriots.
I'll take the Jets for an upset because it's Thursday. Why not? There's no
See,
basis.
I feel like that's happened before too. They've been on prime time and they've upset the Patriots and people were celebrating and stuff like that when that happened. I'll say Jets too. Texans versus Titans.
Give me the Titans at home. Give me Cam Ward's. This is where Cam Ward's going to start breaking out. Maybe. Probably not.
I haven't given much upsets yet. Should I do this one? It's a really massive one because fucking Titans are bad on mine. Oof. Yeah, I'll say those because I gotta buy. Okay, and then Bengals versus the Steelers.
I'll say Steelers. I think their defense could carry them. Not like Aaron Rodgers in the offense is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just going to be a really middle of the pack offense. I want to be proven wrong because I'm a Packers fan and I'll still love Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I like that too. And then Chargers versus Jags.
I'll go.
I'm going to say Chargers again, I think, here. Ooh, bro. This is a good one. This is a good game right here. But I feel like it's probably going to be Kansas City.
Yeah, I'll go Kansas City.
They are up by here. And Ravens versus Browns. I don't see the Browns having any chance here.
I agree.
Okay, this one is in Spain.
Spain.
Ooh, okay.
Give me the Commanders.
I think Commanders.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, Commanders will do it. Where are the Dolphins at actually now? I'm curious. Yeah, I like it. I like where they are. Okay. And then Buccaneers versus Bills.
Give me Bills.
Bills. And then I'll say Raiders do this, honestly. I see the Raiders doing it. They're, once again, pretty
yeah, give me the Raiders.
And then, Bears versus Vikings. Yeah, we'll probably win this one.
Give me Vikings.
I think we'll sweep the Bears. And then Panthers versus Falcons. I'm gonna say I'll make it. This will be when Falcons snap their winless streak.
I'll actually go with the Panthers.
Because,
upset.
Yeah, the Panthers aren't amazing either. Green Bay should win this. I don't see how they wouldn't. And then
give me LA.
We got Seahawks versus Rams. I'll say Rams.
Give me the Cardinals.
I'll take Cards as well here.
This is a really
good game. Good game here, but I'm gonna say
Detroit for the end. I don't know if it's an upset, but it's like that's like a superpowers team. It's like DC versus Marvel.
Be a good one. That is gonna be so amazing, actually. I gotta say Eagles again, though, bro. I'm sorry, I really do.
That's fair. That is fair.
All right, look at this.
Texans, Bills, very good game.
Yeah, I think maybe Texans could do it at home here.
I'm gonna give it to the Texans with an upset, because why not?
No, I actually think there's real reason to say they could do it. And then Chiefs definitely, Bengals definitely, Ravens definitely.
Raiders. Yeah, I'll give it to Raiders.
Let's see how the Browns are doing. Yeah, Raiders probably. They're just mid. But that's better than how the Browns are doing.
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, so that's why I gotta go with
Chicago. So yeah, you're right with that one. And then I'll say Seahawks win here because they're really fighting for their spot up here. As you can see.
We'll say the Seahawks will.
And then over here I'll say Cards. I think again. Bro, holy shit. Oh, it's always awkward when we get to this one, isn't it?
I'm gonna go.
Kind of where we haven't had this yet. I think that they're both really late in the season this year.
Yeah, they are.
The Packers versus Vikings ones.
Just give me the Packers because they're at home. I think these teams are division rivals to a point where whenever they're at home, I think they're gonna win each respective game. I'm give me the Packers in this one, but in the next one, I think it's.
I also just realized that I haven't played this yet, but Packers only played one divisional game so far.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay. So yeah, I haven't played. Yeah. Okay. I'll say Packers as well.
Because they'll win the next one. Though.
And then Lions will win this one.
Yeah.
I think Saints will win this one. They're great, but they're better than the Falcons. I think by a little bit. I'll say Eagles here again. I think.
Yeah.
I put the Eagles high.
Actually, no, I'm going to give the Cowboys an upset. We'll just say there's an injury or something.
I think the Eagles are just that good, though.
Give me the Rams. The Rams are hot for me. They won like 3-4 straight.
Yeah, I see that one. I see that too, actually.
I think because they have Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams, some old players. But I feel like in the mid-season, after they get that slow start, I feel like they could pick it up. And they're fighting for playoff positioning, too, in yours.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then San Fran in the last game.
Yeah, I agree. Give me San Fran.
Okay, week 13 already. Okay, so we got Ravens versus Bengals.
Give me the Ravens at home.
Ravens at home, and then there's this is a tank bowl right here.
Titans versus.
I'll say Jags.
I'll say Jags.
Why not? And then
Colts.
Texans. Texans versus Colts. I'm actually gonna say Colts.
Yeah, I'll say Colts.
Sure. Home divisional game. And I don't know, those two teams seem to be ever close games always, particularly those two teams. I've noticed. So we'll keep it to them. And then definitely Chargers here with their bye.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders for an upset. Why not?
And then we'll say Bills again here.
Yeah, I agree.
Where are the Steelers are like, yeah, they're about where I thought they'd be. And then Chiefs, yep. And then I'd say Dolphins here. I actually am going to say Falcons here and mix things up a little bit, though, because the Jets aren't great either. And then we'll go...
49ers.
Yeah, 49ers, yeah. Broncos versus Washington.
Give me Washington.
Commanders.
Why not?
Let's see here. I'm just going to look really closely at this one, right? Yeah, I'll say Washington, too. And with that, Chiefs have regained the lead.
Yep, mine too.
AFC West.
8-4. Yep.
Which again makes sense, I think.
They're 8-4 on mine.
I think that's how it's going to go with the way the schedules work out. The Chiefs have a real bad in the beginning, and then they come back.
They have a really easy second half of the season.
And then we got Patriots.
Give me Patriots.
Yeah, and then
give me Lions.
Lions will win this one, I think, because Ford Field. And I feel like all of our fans have been showing up to those games since they've past couple of years as well. So there's a bit more home court advantage than there used to be for the Lions. And then Eagles here, because what are the Bears going to do?
Yeah,
I'll be real.
Eagles.
The Buccaneers here will probably do it. Because, I can see it happening. I can see that.
Panthers, Rams. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, Rams. And then we play the Seahawks.
I'll give you the win. I think you're the better team. I mean, it depends how J.J. McCarthy does. And if Justin can stay healthy, but I'll give you that one.
Jets versus Dolphins.
Give me the Jets for an upset. Honestly, divisional game at home. I know I said I didn't really want to do that, but...
No, Dolphins will win this. There's too much to play for the Dolphins at this point, I think.
They're a bit worse than mine.
And then there's...
Ravens, I'd say.
Ravens, yeah. There's Colts versus Jags. I think the Colts will win this one because they're also playing to just barely stay alive. They also are 8th seed.
Give me the Jags.
And then we got the Browns versus the Titans.
Give me the Browns.
I'm going to give the Browns here. Give them the second win. And then Raiders versus Broncos.
Give me the Raiders for an upset. The Raiders are 7-6 in mine. They're clawing back.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
They want it.
I kind of agree with you. Or no. Wait a minute. Actually, because they want to win the division. Don't you think? I'm gonna keep it.
Your choice.
I'm struggling here. Holy. I'll give it to the Raiders. Bills for this one. Definitely.
Give me the Bengals for an upset.
And we got. I think the Chiefs are gonna win this one. And then we got Eagles versus the Chargers. Only AFC versus NFC game this week. I'm gonna say
give me Eagles.
Lions. Okay, Lions definitely. Bears
Packers.
Definitely. Ooh,
Bears?
This one's interesting.
Yeah.
I think Vikings could do it.
I'm gonna say the Commanders is for upset on the road. Could go either way though.
Yeah, I could see it. Okay, and Seahawks are gonna win this.
Yeah, give me
one,
Seahawks.
Come on now. Buccaneers will win this one. And then we got
give me Rams.
The Rams. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because they especially are thinking like, okay, we gotta get ahead here.
Playoff push.
It's just been like trading back and forth in AFC West.
Yeah,
AFC West this whole time.
These divisions are tight. Some of them.
So those particularly for me, it's the NFC West that's really like heating up. Okay, and then Chiefs should win this one.
Yep.
Because again, the Chargers, I used to have feelings about like, they always pull off an upset at some point, but they didn't really do that the past 2 years. So I'm not gonna say it for this time. Bengals will
give me Bengals actually.
Yeah, I can see it because they're at home. I think they're really gonna be. They know that's a big one. I would say.
Yeah.
And then Patriots versus Bills. I don't see the
I give
Patriots
Bills.
having much reason at this point. They're like 11 seed.
Give me the Jets. We'll say the Jaguars realize they're probably not going to make the playoffs and they're just in the tank. So that's what I'm going to give.
I don't even know what to say. It's such a pointless game at this point, isn't it? I'll say. Bro, who even cares about this game?
Exactly.
I'll say Jags, I guess.
Give me Steelers just because they're at home. We'll go for that.
No, that one's a win for me. Texans will win this one. Bears will win this one, so there's another win for you guys.
So you have the Steelers having their first losing season in 20 years.
I don't know. I don't see much like going on from them. I don't know. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna like help that either. To be honest.
Give me the Texans. Give me the Bears.
Eagles here again.
Yep.
They're doing really well, as y'all can see. But again, I can see that happening. I really
Give me the
can.
Titans for an upset, honestly.
No. I'll say, I don't know.
Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks, and then
I'm gonna go
I
Packers.
think the Broncos could do this one. Or no, wait. Let's think about this real hard for a minute, actually.
I'm going Packers. You can go either way, though. I feel like the Broncos. That's a scary game going to Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Broncos, bro.
That's fair.
I think I could see it.
I can see that too.
And then we got Buccaneers versus Falcons.
Give the
Buccaneers
Bucs.
should win that one.
Giants.
I think
for an upset.
Giants could probably.
'Cause they're coming off
this
the
feels
bye.
like an upset game, definitely. However, this one is not. Definitely
I'm gonna go with the
Rams.
Rams. Why not?
Saints versus Panthers. I'll say Panthers even up the score because I got a bias, especially some 3-11 for both of them on my bracket here. We win against the Cowboys.
I agree.
Cowboys are dead last in the NFC. I got them going real bad this time. But again, I just don't think there's much there. For the Cowboys, is there much of juice? And we got Chiefs versus the Titans. And
Ravens.
Then, Chiefs definitely, and then Ravens, Bills. Again. Because the Browns are so
Broncos. Texans.
Yeah, and then the Dolphins should win this one, I think.
Over the Bengals?
Because they're behind the Bengals.
I guess,
in the
yeah.
wild card race now at this point, right? So they're gonna I think they're gonna get ahead there. And then Chargers versus Cowboys.
Let's see what else they play.
Yeah, I think Chargers will win this one.
Yeah, I'll give Chargers.
So they're just fighting, and I'll give the Saints. What are the Saints playing for this one?
I think the Saints are going to be the worst team.
The Saints will win this one. I think they'll beat the Jets here.
Give me the Lions.
Lions.
49ers.
I'll say Colts, actually.
Yeah, we'll go Colts. Go upset.
And then
I'm going to Seattle for upset.
Because they're like actually equal with the Rams online for the most part.
Give me
Rams versus Seahawks. I'm gonna say the Rams here actually.
Give me my Packers to beat Chicago. I know it's out there, but like, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, I would say Packers as well.
Give me Washington at home over Philadelphia.
Yeah, this one I think. Yeah. I like that idea a lot. And then we'll beat the Giants. I think.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hope so. And then Buccaneers versus Panthers. Yeah, Buccaneers. The Panthers are just
Bucks.
in the water anyway. And then
Give me Falcons. Yeah, I'll take Falcons.
No, actually, for me, no. You got a different story. I'm gonna say Cardinals there. Okay, let's keep going. We got Chiefs and the Broncos. What a great! This is an interesting
I'm gonna take.
one.
Let me take
I
the
think I will say the Chiefs
Broncos.
though because they're really
Why not?
consistent. They're really consistent in those important games. And then Texans, I think, will do the Chargers here, which I think that'll be pretty much the final blow for Chargers at that point.
Yeah, I'll take that
for sure. And then we got Colts, who they got an easy opponent. Let's be real here. And then you got Jets versus Patriots. There's really not much going on here. I think the Jets are going to purposely tank, honestly. So I'll let the Jets or the Patriots have that win.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers as well because Browns are also trying to lose now. And then we got the Giants versus the Raiders. Where are the Raiders again for me? I think they're just mid.
The Raiders are mid for me. I'll give the Raiders the win.
Yeah, and we got Packers.
Give me the Ravens, even though I want to say.
Yeah.
So this means that if I went.
I would say Ravens too.
That means that the Ravens have won the NFC already. Actually, not necessarily.
No, the Bills for me are like on their ass right now.
Give me the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Titans.
I'll say
Titans. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins in an upset for me. And then give me the Bills. It's a tough game, but I think
I honestly Dolphins have a bit more to play for than the Bucs at this point, I think. So we'll give it to the Dolphins. Bucks Buffalo, I think, could win this one legitimately because they're trying to get the first seed. So I'll let the Eagles down a little bit. They're 13-3 now. And then Commanders versus Cowboys. Yeah, Commanders will win. And then Vikings.
Give me
versus
Vikings
Lions, bro.
at home. Thursday?
Yeah, you're
Thanksgiving?
right. Yeah,
No, it's not Thanksgiving, but Christmas Day. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas, yeah.
Then yeah, give me the Vikings. Happy birthday. Sorry, Merry Christmas, Robinson. There you go. You gotta win on Christmas.
You get him on the... Oh wait, I actually don't know, bro. This is a real. I'm gonna come back to this. Okay, let's go do these our easier ones, which is Seahawks will win this one, San Fran will win this one, and LA will win this one. Those are easy ones. Let's come back now. We can go back to the Vikings versus Lions.
I'll just fill out mine. You do your thing.
Do I say the answer I want? Or do I not do that? What do I do, guys? I think the Lions are going to punch a dagger through our heart. I think that's what's going to happen. We're still 6-seeded, though. We're not doing awful. Alright. Yeah, there's no AFC versus NFC on this one.
Week 17.
Yeah, Bears have got nothing to play for, so easy win for the Chiefs there. Easy win for the... Wait, hold on, let me just see something. No, yeah. Broncos have all the shit to play for in the world there. 2, they'll win. The Texans will win this one, I think.
The only reason that I'm gonna say Colts, and I think you should too, is because they're locked in at that. Actually, no, never mind. That's different for you because they're shit in mine. I'm gonna say they lose just because they're locked into the 4th seed no matter what. So I say they rest their starters, and I say that's what happens with the Steelers game as well because the Ravens are locked into the 1 seed.
No way.
So
Colts would
they rest their starters.
I don't see the Colts foiling the Texans here. I'm gonna say Colts get knocked out there. Bengals versus Browns. Bengals. I don't know why. Sometimes I have a moment where I just have to think about it, and I'm just like, no, of course it's like an easy decision. All right. Bills are first seeded right now. We'll see how the Ravens do against the Steelers, which they'll probably win that game too. Let's be real. Dolphins will win against the Patriots. Ravens will win, so that puts them back at first. And then we have Jaguars versus Titans. This is a real tank bowl. I'm going to say Titans eke out the win because, yeah. And then NFC, we got the Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I think because Cardinals are... Bro, what the... It's so weird, actually. No, Cardinals have nothing to play for. We'll give it to the Rams. But I think the 49ers will still... Let's just see. See what would happen.
I'm going to go 49ers.
Yeah, I'll give the 49ers, and then we've got a mini bye, so...
I'm going with the Packers. I'll be biased.
I don't know.
Because that for them, they're the NFC.
Well, actually,
they won the NFC for me.
We're not actually gonna...
You pick who you want. I don't really care, because the Packers are in anyways.
Yeah, they will be for me, too. I'm gonna say we win, because we really gotta stay in the playoffs.
Give me the Lions.
And the Lions would probably end up taking the division title, but we would both be in. Now again, it probably won't end up being this clean and nice in the real world. Maybe I'm wrong about it being like that clean and nice, but I don't know. I like to think that that's like the easy options. I'm just gonna say that. And then Saints would win because I think the Falcons will probably be tanking at this point. Although they're still not last. The Cowboys are freaking behind them still. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what I'll do?
You'll give them one there.
Horrendous of those. I'll give the Cowboys a win against the Giants here. Because both teams are bad.
Give me the Eagles at home in week 18.
No,
I think they get it done at home because that's just me. I'm
gonna say Commanders win because the Eagles have nothing to play for, and also the 49ers are they're fighting for. Honestly, I'd rather just see them. I'm kind of just want to rather see the Commanders keep going on than the 49ers anyways. So I'm gonna put it in. And then Buccaneers will any problem against Panthers. All right, playoff time.
Playoff. So what's your playoff matchups?
Okay, yeah. So this is where it changes a bit.
This is where it changes a lot.
So for me, you've got the first seed.
Yep.
Should I go through the seeds or should I just go through the matchups?
Just go through the seeds in the AFC. We'll say each number 1 seed and 2 seed at the same time.
Okay. So number 1 seed in the AFC is Ravens.
Yeah, 14-3.
Bills, the second seed.
Yeah, 13-4 for me.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, both the teams are 15.
You can go click conference,
Oh.
and then
Yeah,
they'll go with that.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Ravens and Bills were both 15-2, 1-2 respectively. Even the conference records are the same. I think their divisional records are different. Maybe that's what...
Probably.
But Bills are better.
Well, they have the division win. Remember in week 1, the Ravens beat the Titans.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, and then Chiefs are 14-3.
They're 12-5 for me, but they're still the 3rd seed.
Okay, and then Texans are 12-5.
They're 10-7 because they rested their starters the last game.
But they're 4th seeded.
Yep.
Okay. And Dolphins are 5th seeded at 12-5 for me.
The Broncos are 5th seeded at 11-6 for me.
And we got Broncos at 6th seed with 11-6.
Bengals at 6th seed for me, 11-6.
And Bengals 7th seed, 11-6.
I'm gonna say the Steelers defense carries them to 10-7, and they sneak into the playoffs.
So what I'm realizing is like the guard to entry in the wild card is about the same both conferences, but the ceiling for the highest seeded teams is lower on the NFC side. Which is probably true. I don't know. Maybe the Eagles could have been a little higher, but I think that's... I don't know. I don't hate this. Let's keep going. Let's go to the NFC now. So, Eagles are 1st seed for me, 13-4.
Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers, 14-3. I'm totally home buying. I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers only win 11 or 12 games, but we're going to be biased because I'm going to have fun with it.
Yeah, and then Lions are 13-4 for me, 2nd seed.
Eagles are 12-5, 2nd seed.
Rams are 3rd seeded at 11-6.
Buccaneers are 3rd seeded at 11-6.
And then Buccaneers are 4th seed for me at 11-6.
Rams are 4th, 10-7.
Okay, so those slipped. And then Packers are 5th seed at 12-5.
Lions are 5th seed at 13-4.
Ooh, okay. I like the you put in the NFC North high. I like that.
do.
And then I guess I put it high on mine too. And then Vikings 11-6.
Commanders are 11-6, the 6th seed, and the Vikings are the 7th. And I'm assuming the Commanders are the 7th.
Yeah, they're 7th for me as well. Yeah, and then they're also 11-6. What are they for you?
They're 11-6. They're the 6th seed though. The Vikings slip to the 7th.
Or the Commanders record.
11-6 as well.
Okay, great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then what's your worst team in each conference?
Like for it is the Browns at 3-14, and the Saints at 1-60.
Yeah, so for me it's the Browns 2-15, in the AFC, and then Falcons 2-15 in the NFC.
As well as
Saints
Cowboys,
are 5-12 in the
Cowboys are 6-11 for me.
Yeah, meanwhile for me it's fucking 2-15. I don't see Dak Prescott being anything interesting. I'm probably being ridiculously mean to fucking the Cowboys right
It's
now.
okay. We're not ESPN analysts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm just okay. No, so we want to go through our matchups now. So it should be like close seeded to like high, to most farther apart, right?
Yeah.
For you? Okay.
So we'll go 4 versus 5 first.
Yeah. So it'll be, and we're gonna go AFC. So Dolphins versus Texans.
Texans are good in the playoffs, but they're playing the Broncos. Like this is actually a tough matchup.
Bro, this is when the video goes from half an hour to 1 hour long.
Which we can't take too long.
We can't. I don't want to take forever on these, bro. It's just like, ugh.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
I'm going Texans because they're a little younger. Okay, maybe that's a little. Because I just think that.
No, that's fair.
I have a bad feeling with the Dolphins. I don't know. I'm gonna say Texans. Broncos versus Kansas City. It has to be Kansas City. Let's be
Kansas City versus Cincinnati. If there's any team in the play, because the Chiefs have made it to the conference championship at least every single year since like 2018. It's crazy. If there's any team that could defeat them, it's the Bengals, who defeated them once before in the conference championship. That being said, I'm going to go with the Chiefs still. I just think Mahomes is too good in the playoffs. He's too clutch. But this could go either. This can be a great game if this happened. And then...
what do we say about the Bills versus Bengals?
I have Bills Steelers. Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
Bro, how do you get Steelers in there? The Steelers were 12th on mine.
There's 10-7 on mine.
Whoa, okay.
I think their defense... I'm going to go with the Bills. I just think Josh Allen's way too good.
I'm just going to do a little check real quick. I want to just check the teams for the teams of the Dolphins and the Texans real quick, right? You can just be patient with me for a minute.
Yep.
I'm just like, I'm actually like stuck on that, like fully stuck on one. I'm just like, you know?
Texans are up. There you go.
So the Texans have got, oops, I meant to go to depth chart. Yeah, they got all these young people that are really good. And like, well, a lot going on, and then you got the Dolphins. Who did they got again?
They're just for me. The reason I didn't hide them going 7-10 is because of their defense. Like, look at their cornerbacks. Like, they have Rasul Douglas, who's like 32, and that's about it. Like, they have Minka Fitzpatrick again, but I don't know. They're not going to be like a shitter, but they're going to be pretty shit.
Yeah, maybe they were a little high on mine.
But they could still make the playoffs probably. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I honestly no, it's gonna be Texans. I think it's gonna be Texans, and then again, this feels like too boring to say 4-3-2, but it's like the Broncos.
I have the Broncos being the
beat the
fifth and beating
Chiefs,
the
and
Texans.
The Bengals are not like they could have been. They would have been. They've been the Chiefs and the Bills before. I don't think they'll do it this year. That feels disappointing to say though, because now it feels like I'm saying that the team's on a downward trend, like they're fucked, you know, and that's too bad.
All right,
NFC. I don't want to say that, but I think I have to go with this. I think this is fine.
All right, NFC. Fifth-seeded Lions versus fourth-seeded Rams for me.
Fifth-seeded Lions versus fourth-seeded Rams.
I think the Lions, as long as they're healthy, even though I believe that Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, Jared Verse it could be a very, very good team. I'm still just going to go with the Lions.
I have very little fucking faith in the NFC North anymore, but I also have less faith in the frickin' like these two teams are not as good as the Packers and Vikings, I think. Although again, this is like really just like it could be anybody here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say Packers though because I think y'all are a little more electric when it matters. Even if I don't know though, I'm gonna say Packers. Vikings versus Rams here. Okay.
Buccaneers versus Commanders. Rematch, exact playoff seeding, same. I'm going to say the Commanders again. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be he could be like a Mahomes in terms of being clutch and winning big games when it matters and having the ice in his veins. So that's why I'm going to go with him. Even though I feel like Baker Mayfield could honestly be an MVP candidate because they have such good receivers. This would be a revenge game for you guys if you won. Because remember last year?
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't think the Rams... I really do believe that we're better than the Rams.
Go for it. I wouldn't
It
fault you
feels
at all.
weird. I don't know. This feels like so fucking... maybe I'm just like... This probably is right. It just feels weird to me. Because I also kind of want to say the Lions here. Which means I'm taking all the NFC North teams to fucking be in the last couple rounds of the playoffs. Which is kind of crazy.
Same with me, actually.
But it's like... Because, again, we had a similar thing last year. And... The reason I picked these teams is because I saw what happened last year, and I don't think that I think that's repeatable. I think that's not done yet. I think the Packers are far from done. I think the Lions are far from done. And I think we're far from done too. Although I didn't put us as high as we were last year, obviously, because JJ McCarthy probably won't be as electric right away as Sam Darnold was.
And also, even though you guys had a really good season, you have to admit that 14-3 was a bit of a fluke. You guys were a good team. I don't know if you were 14 I'd say you were 12-5, 11 I don't know about 14-3. Like, I think your record was a bit high.
Is more realistic.
That's like what you guys played like. Like, you guys played good, but like I don't know about
the Rams. I don't see doing much. I just feel like all the teams here, apart from the Washington, I think it's just a little too young. I think all these teams are kind of not like the same level of upside as these NFC North teams. I just don't see it, which is why I think I'm going to go pick all of them.
Okay, so for me, Eagles versus Vikings.
This would be a dream come true if this happened in real life. By the way,
for me. The 2 versus 7. I'm gonna preface this. I think that the Vikings with JJ McCarthy, if he is good and if they keep some of the core pieces they have, I do think the Vikings could win a Super Bowl in the next few years. I just don't think it's in JJ McCarthy's first year starting. I'm gonna say the Eagles win just because they're the better team. This isn't to say that in the next 3 years the Vikings definitely could make deep playoff runs.
I got that matchup coming back later, and I'm inclined to agree with you. But thankfully, the Eagles do not play the Vikings right away in my bracket, so
they play round 2.
Into the division round. Anyway, you on the division round now?
Yep.
Okay. AFC.
Bills Chiefs?
I have Bills.
Yep,
I have
me
Bills,
too.
Chiefs.
This is.
Fuck me. I think
Can Josh Allen?
I feel like I just gotta say Chiefs at this point, right? Literally, every time I say it's Bills, it's never fucking the Bills. I'm just gonna have to.
I'm going with the Bills. I don't want to be a believer, but I feel like Josh Allen has to do it one of these years.
I'm sorry, Dreamer. I'm very sorry.
This is ridiculous, but...
Yeah, he asked me to say that when I fucking eliminated the Bills. But I'm just like, every single time I'm like, okay, the Bills are going to do it. The Bills are going to do it. And every single year it has not been the Bills. I think at this point I just have to say the Chiefs. I think I have to just be...
I'm going with... I'll say the Bills. I'm going to be unrealistic. I mean, even though it is unrealistic, whatever.
Again,
They're at
I
home.
would like that, but I just don't see it anymore. I'm kind of like red pilled, I guess, for like.
Now,
what
here's
we're
the
on
thing. If the Bills would have sprung for Micah Parsons instead of the Packers, I think the Bills would have been the consensus Super Bowl team. But,
Yeah, but
they
it didn't
didn't. That's
happen
the
now,
issue.
did it? All right, now we got the Ravens versus Texans for me. What do you got?
Ravens versus Broncos. I think the Ravens. I think the Ravens are one of the best teams in the
Oh
league.
yeah, so it's just like we got two young. You got basically the same matchup here. We got two young teams against like a pretty
Pretty stacked team.
pretty stacked team that just has to like make it over that hurdle. You know what I mean?
I'm going.
So I'm gonna say Ravens. So
Yeah.
That was simpler than the fucking wild card round so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't hurt me with your choice. If you want to go
Yeah.
Lions, go Lions.
I have more hope for the Lions than I do for the Packers. So I'll be honest with you.
Then
I
for
think
me,
I think it's because there's been less constant Bills chokes.
Yeah.
There's been more constant chokes in the Bills than I've seen from the Lions so far. I really do not imagine the Lions getting into like a trap like they did fucking last year. I mean, like that was.
And that was because they were
crazy.
injured to shit.
Yeah, exactly, injured. Yeah, so no, I see the Lions winning this one.
This is Eagles versus Lions for me. This one is tough. This is going to be a great game. Eagles Lions in the divisional round.
Mm-hmm.
This is back and forth. I'm going to say though. Oh, this is really, really tough. I'm going to say the Lions use that loss and all the losses as fuel, and I think that they're going to make it to the NFC Championship again.
Lions?
Yeah,
Okay,
over the
cool.
Eagles. We're going to go for the
this
upset.
is really easy. I'm gonna have to be honest with you because fucking Jason McCarthy is not. taking
And then
this
we
guy to
have
the
we have
championship.
Packers versus Commanders.
I should have said mine. Sorry, Vikings versus Eagles. I think it's pretty obvious. Eagles have a little more star power right now. Again, maybe the boring outcome, but again, the boring outcome kind of happened before as well, and it was realistically kind of what was going to happen. We can, although again, I'll obviously wish for better. Be nice if the Vikings will win by. I feel like it's going to be the Eagles again here.
Packers versus Commanders. We're gonna ride with the Packers. I'm gonna ride with them.
Okay.
Versus
yeah, you got a
Washington.
much easier one.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one to see in the division. Actually,
I just think that the Commanders' defense, like even though the Packers' secondary isn't great, I just feel like as long as Jordan Love and Matthew Golden and the team can take that step forward as they're progressing year by year, like I hope they will and like I think they will, I'm praying they will, I think that they can make it to the NFC Championship, definitely.
Okay. All right. We have the conference championship now.
Yep.
Okay, so my AFC championship is Chiefs versus Ravens.
Mine is Bills versus Ravens.
I'm surprisingly kind of leaning towards. I think I'm kind of immediately leaning towards Ravens here. I've been so disappointed by the Bills, right? I have to keep saying, but like the Ravens also, I feel like they've had too many chances. They've had just too many years where they haven't quite done, and I feel like they still have. I feel like they still have a disappointment after where I think that they can't do it. I think they could. They could push it
this is
forward
an interesting matchup for you because I know you and I know that if this was Bills versus Ravens, you probably take the Bills.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that's what mine is. So I'm going with the Bills, but I feel like
the dynamics different.
I feel
there.
like as soon as if the Bills can get over that Chiefs hump that keep losing in the playoffs to them, as soon as they get over that, I think that they're golden and they can go straight to the Super Bowl.
That's what I said too before. That's what I was saying last year. And I actually agree with you wholeheartedly. The problem is
it's just
the
a big what
Chiefs
if.
is fucking like he's like the height of the Empire State Building, right?
Yeah,
like, that's the problem, right? It's just like that hump. So yeah, I think you kind of read me there. Actually, that's not read me, but you read my mind.
Yeah,
like you kind of I agree wholeheartedly with that opinion. But I think with mine, I have to say Ravens because again I know some people have said that there's like. That they're also constantly kind of like unable to finish in the playoffs, but I don't want to. I really do think that they still could do it. Unlike the Bills at this point.
And you go first for your NFC Championship.
Oof,
this is a
Lions
good game.
versus Eagles, bro. Lions, because the Lions undeniably have more to play for, which
They
makes
do.
you just want to pick them off the bat. But I really should like give it a bit more thought than that. I would say, because also no one wants the Chiefs versus Eagles again. No one wants the Chiefs or Eagles in it again.
The only thing that's suspect about the Lions is their offensive line. They have, what's his name? Penei Sewell, who's one of the best players in the NFL as an offensive lineman. But at the same...
Yeah, so you just said that this is the suspect offensive line.
No,
they got, like,
but besides that, like, they lost a few players. Their center retired, and they kind of have nobodies. Like, I'll show you what I mean for the offensive line.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, you go take a check, because that's how I'm looking at mine, too.
Depth chart. I love the offense. They got Aiden Hutchinson, bro.
That's on defense. I mean, offensive line.
Okay, offensive line.
Like, they have Taker Decker, but, like, their interior offensive line, like, it looks
I don't really
shitty.
know. I will admit, I don't know who Graham Glasgow is at all. But it's like, I feel like this guy was. I feel like I've heard this name before, and he was
Tate
pretty good.
Ratledge?
Tate Ratledge.
I think he's a rookie, or no, I think he was like a second-year player. I don't know.
I feel like I heard his name when he was decent. I don't know.
I think he's a rookie.
I don't think that's gonna be like. It's gonna fuck. I don't think that's gonna be enough to fuck them over. Again, injuries was what would kill them last year, and we're kind of doing. I really don't like to incorporate injuries into. This
I don't
because,
like to incorporate injuries, but I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if a position group is gonna get beat up the most, it's gonna be the offensive or defensive line. So that's why I think it's a bit suspect. I'm not saying that makes them like automatically a shitty team. I think they're still great, but like Aiden Hutchinson's scary. Like I think the Lions could have won the Super Bowl if they didn't have their defensive line get torn to shreds. Like even if it got torn to shreds and they still had Aiden Hutchinson, because that dude's like 6'7", like 270. No, I want to say 6'7".
Yeah, the reason I also want to pick the Lions is because you can hear I've given up to the Bills, right?
Yeah.
I want to have another team to like be like, oh, okay, I really want to see this team make it. I think they could.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just another reason why I think I'm good at picking the Lions here. Again, this is more a hopeful pick, but again, than anything I realize, but it's like also like just we should never really think about it too, like how much are the Lions realistically playing for? Like so much. It's like kind of astronomical.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're going with the Lions?
Also, don't forget they haven't even made they still have never been to a Super Bowl ever, right? They almost were 2 years ago, but never.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Lions here.
All right, and then I have Packers versus Lions. Okay, this is really tough.
Insane, Ryan. Imagine if that's
this
actually
is an
what
insane
happens.
game.
Imagine, dude.
Like, for me, like this is like you're right. Like the Lions, like they hate the Packers. They've had the upper hand against the Packers the last 3 years, basically.
Most of the
except for the one game. Like, it's tough. Everyone hates the Packers because they're always a perennially good team, and I think this game is going to be a game that comes down to like a field goal. Like this is what I'd be thinking. I don't think a game like I could see the Bills versus Ravens for me. I could see the Bills winning that one like 35-24. Honestly, like I think Josh Allen, but I think like this is gonna be a crazy game. But I think like honestly, if this game were to happen. I'm gonna be biased. I'll be biased, and I'll say that I just feel like it'd be one of those games where, like, even though it'd be like a Chiefs Bills, where like you watch and you're like, I think this is the year they can do it, but you're like, what were we thinking? Of course, the Packers in the NFC Championship were gonna beat the Lions. I just feel like it's that sort of game, and I feel like this is me being really biased. Obviously, like this is a completely biased prediction.
See, I'm not that. Again, like I like that with the Bills. I'm not like that with the Lions. I think that's the difference between me and you.
I'm being hopeful. Just be like you have to understand. Like Mike, I think Mike. Like if this defense can truly mesh together and the offense can be even top 10, like I think we have enough. Like because we have Xavier McKinney. That's a top 3 safety. We have Micah Parsons. We have Edgerrin Cooper, he was a rookie, but I feel like he could make a big jump. Like I feel like we have playmakers on defense and on offense. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers and be biased.
Okay, so you know what we do for the Super Bowl, right? You remember we we both clicked our answer. We think about our answer for a minute. We click at the same time, and then we look at it, and then we explain it. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which for me is Lions versus Ravens. What's yours?
Packers Bills.
Okay, so just let's think about like 20 seconds maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe a minute.
Yeah, I need a bit longer.
Let's just think about it quietly for a minute, and then we'll click it. And then we're gonna be like, we'll explain it because that makes it more interesting, you know.
Yeah.
What a great Super Bowl
These would both be great Super Bowls.
It'd be fucking amazing. You know, I think I knew who would win this one. I really do.
Yeah, I'll give. I got 2.
Okay, so you ready?
Uh huh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Click.
Yeah.
All right, let's look.
There's no shocker here. The only
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to preface this. I'm picking the Packers to win because I'm biased. This is honestly the most 50-50 game. Even more than the Packers-Lions. The Bills could 10,000% win the Super Bowl. Now, the only reason I'm going with the Packers is, number one, is because I'm biased as fuck, and I'm pretty sure I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl every year, except maybe for the year when Jordan Love was first starting. I think I picked them last year.
We have to look at that again. Actually, I don't remember. Sorry, I'm sorry.
But I just think, like, this team, like, I think the Packers have, like, they have Josh Jacobs. They have Xavier McKinney, Micah Parsons. They have, if Matthew Golden can, if he can show up as our true wide receiver one, Tucker Kraft, underrated tight end. And if Jordan Love can be even a top 10 quarterback, like our offensive line is pretty good. Like, the rush, it's okay, but we have a top 10 blocking line for pass. Jordan Love doesn't get sacked much. And I feel like the thing with the Bills I feel like the Packers have more good players. I think the Bills have, like, Josh Allen is probably the best player in the league, or he's top 3.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm going to go Packers because I'm biased. But I think, honestly, like, you could really go either way with this one. I just am picking the Packers because I couldn't imagine the heartbreak of them making the Super Bowl and them losing.
Yeah, good point.
But, like, I'm going to be
one
real.
thing I will say, actually, is that the NFC Championship was always the Packers' problem.
Yeah.
The one time they made it past mid Super Bowl, it was easy, right? We remember that.
Yeah.
So, like,
and they're 4-1 in Super Bowls, and the Bills are what? They
Yeah.
lost 4 in a row. They're 0-4.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
0-5.
So no, that's a good point. Okay, now for me, the great thing, this was actually not too difficult because, like, realistically, once I looked at it, because I'm just like, both these teams are in a similar spot. Like, the Lions are, maybe the situation is more recent, but, like, if you go back to, like, when I first started really watching football, like 2018-19, the Ravens were like the Lions, right? They were like the big, just like, they had Lamar Jackson, all these people, and just like shot to the top and then peered out really disappointingly, right? And so since then they've like been trying to avenge that for so long.
Yeah.
The Lions are like that, but newer and more like fresh, I think. And so that's the thing. I think what ultimately chose this for me was the Ravens have been in this a little bit longer. They have a bit more discipline than the Lions do.
Sure.
And that's literally it. I think that's pretty much what my reasoning was. Because I'm like, it actually made it quite easy. Because I'm like, okay, these two teams are the same predicament. But like, I didn't really ask who wanted it more. Because that's like a bit stupid with the Super Bowl. But like, more like, who would like realistically be like better in a situation like this? Even neither of these teams have ever been in a situation like this, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Like, or these cores, I guess.
Yeah.
The franchise has maybe, but like not this core. But realistically, who's been around longer? Who's been through a couple more of those tough games? The Ravens have.
Yeah.
That's kind of what chose it for me.
So and I'm gonna ask.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna ask. You. I think we should also do who. So, I'll say this after, but I think there's a few questions that comes because I think your matchup in the Super Bowl actually poses a lot more interesting questions. One of them being, if Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl, he has 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl. Is he a top 10 quarterback of all time already? Like, he might be. Like, I think Lamar Jackson will still win one more MVP.
No, but it's like, no. Well, hold on. Like,
do you think he's a top 10 quarterback of all time?
I don't know about that because like, you gotta win a couple more Super Bowls to be top 10 at this point. Like, Eli Manning has won 2 Super Bowls,
but the 2 MVPs you gotta think about.
Yeah,
like
2 MVPs, yeah, but
like Aaron Rodgers.
How rare is that?
Aaron Rodgers is undisputedly top 10, and he has 4 MVPs and only 1 Super Bowl, and he's way better than Eli Manning. That was just because you have to admit Aaron Rodgers had some shitty teams that he carried.
Yeah. Dude, that's like I've actually never thought about this before. This is interesting.
You know how heartbreaking it was to be a Packers fan? I really thought in that 2020 season before Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, I really thought we were going to win the Super Bowl. That was That was one of the best football teams I've ever watched. That was just mainly Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. But
yeah, no, I've never thought about it like that. Like, I guess like, I don't know if who's in the top 10. Well, let's list
like all time.
Like all, because this is all time you're saying, right?
Tom Brady.
Like all time, you saying for Lamar Jackson, right? So Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes is definitely.
I'll say order. I'll go.
I'm not gonna say order. I don't care about the order as much. I just want to know how many people we can list off the top of our head that are definitely
Tom
there.
Brady.
Because if we can name quite a few that are clearly higher than him, I feel like that kind of answers the question
Okay,
for us.
Tom Brady,
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, Joe Montana,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. It's 5. Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Um, you could argue
Who's the other guy who wasn't Joe Montana like the 80s who was big?
Steve Young.
Steve Young, yeah.
You could even argue Bart Starr for the Packers. Even that's really old. We'll leave him off for now.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, he's super like again. He's just old enough that some of his stats weren't there either too. Like it's not as fresh. Bro, we're probably
Dan Marino.
We're like stupid
Dan
right now.
Marino.
We're
Dan
forgetting
Marino
people.
never won a Super Bowl, but Dan
He was
Marino.
pretty damn consistent. Yeah, I guess so.
You hear about him. You could honestly put him there top 10. Like we're
I
missing.
don't know, dude. Like that's a lot of people who feel like they're just way above. But maybe that's like maybe it's a recency thing, right? Like maybe it's just like okay.
Let's
all
look it up.
because we think people who are like apart from like Patrick Mahomes, really, all those people we just listed are like in stone, right?
Oh,
At
okay.
this point.
John Elway. Forgot about him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I knew it.
Okay.
I don't want to like, it sounds super stupid because I know like I'm gonna be like, oh,
Okay, let's see. Dan Marino at 10. Drew
oh,
Brees,
fucking Drew Brees, of course. What were we thinking? Obviously, Drew Brees is up there.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
I don't know about above Brett Favre. Maybe because he just won more Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Yeah, John Elway, Patrick Mahomes, obviously, Peyton Manning. Yeah. Like, see,
I think
all those people are definitely better than
'Kay.
Lamar Jackson.
if he wins this year, the Super Bowl for you, I don't think he's top 10 yet. I think if he wins one more MVP or one more Super Bowl, I think he's top 10.
He's
then.
definitely at least in the conversation.
Because
Yeah.
that would mean
That point.
because that either he has 2 Super Bowls and 2 MVPs or 3 MVPs and 1 Super Bowl.
3
Which is,
MVPs would be.
Aaron Rodgers has 4 and he's number 6 and that would be a very similar career and he's at number 6.
Okay.
And
so here,
look,
I
Dan
will
Marino.
concede- I will say if
Dan
he,
Marino
wins,
has
if he
0.
wins this in my bracket, I don't think it would be up there yet. You have to win one more big thing, I think. Because again, everybody who we're looking at, like they're like, again, they just Lamar Jackson's great, but I just don't think he's there yet.
Yeah, he very well has the potential.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And who do you think your Super Bowl MVP would be? Like a player? Would
So
you
yeah,
pick Lamar?
so it's nobody
Lamar?
in Super Bowl, right? That's how it works.
Just like pick one player.
Or
Lamar.
it's Super Bowl MVP or
Yeah.
like MVP generally. Okay.
We can pick.
Probably,
We can do both.
So it's Lions versus Ravens.
Yeah, it has to be a Ravens player though, because they win.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So it's
not
pretty much between Derrick Henry.
Well, no, is that true? Because Cowboys lost Super Bowl Super Bowl 5 and they had Super Bowl MVPs. Are we sure that's like actually a rule or it just
Okay.
always happens to
It's
be
not.
MVP?
It's not a rule, but like in my Super Bowl, for example, Josh Allen would have to throw. Tom Brady threw 6 touchdowns and 500 yards and didn't win Super Bowl MVP. So you'd have to put up a 700 yards and like 6 touchdowns like Josh Allen would. Like I think you have to do so much, and the other team has to play so shit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's pretty much
we'll
between-
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, like so, Ravens win.
Pretty much between
Who's running back in? For
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Who's
okay.
one of the best, like top 3.
See, that's the thing. It could really be either of them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know who else it would be. Maybe again, sorry guys. I'm like I know
It's
it
all
sounds
good.
like it probably is not great that I can't remember who the fucking players of these teams are, but I looked at it before I knew it was like loaded.
Mark Andrews, tight end.
Yeah, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins,
He's
Mark
old,
Andrew. I like DeAndre Hopkins
He's
could
so
also
old,
get
though.
it if he's like really fucking clutch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could get it.
Like if he caught 2
Yeah,
touchdowns and
no,
like 80
I don't think
yards.
anybody in the defense will get it, but all these people also are really good too, obviously.
No,
But, like,
yeah.
so maybe DeAndre Hopkins could get it, but
It's probably Derrick
obviously
Henry
it
or
would
those
probably be. I'd rather be. I mean, like, yeah, I could. It really could be anybody. I don't know. I'd say it's most likely going to be. I give it a slight edge to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
like, it could also be Lamar Jackson just below. You know.
And then for me, for Packers, I'm gonna say Micah Parsons has a crazy game with like 3 sacks and a forced fumble.
See, the defensive players don't get it very often.
Yeah, they can, though.
I know they can, but like that's.
And I'm gonna say
Big,
that the way I
something.
think Jordan Love could too. I'm gonna say Jordan Love throws like 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 270 yards. But the thing with is like I don't know if that's good enough to win MVP if someone has 3 sacks and a fumble. And I feel like the Packers receivers, you notice it's always a different person. Like it's not like the Vikings where like Justin Jefferson has like 200-yard games. You know what I mean? It's always like a bit of a committee approach. like touchdowns from like 3 different players. Like each player has 60, 70 yards. So I don't think he'd be a receiver. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons. It could also be Josh Jacobs if he has like 2 rushing touchdowns and like 100 yards.
Oh yeah, I can see
So
that.
Josh Jacobs or Micah Parsons. Well, I'll give the edge to Josh Jacobs actually, because I know he the reason he came to Green Bay was because he wanted to play playoff games. So he's going to be fired up.
What I'm
in the
realizing
playoffs.
too, actually, is that Ravens definitely would have the edge of the Lions because they're definitely better on the rushing attack too.
The
Now that I think
Lions
about
are
it.
very, very good. They have Gibbs and Montgomery, but like Derrick Henry's
Ravens,
hard
but,
to
like,
beat.
fucking
Lamar Jackson,
he's
too.
known for rushing. Like, so no,
Yeah.
that just first for solidifying my pick that Ravens definitely would probably win over Lions for sure because
Yeah.
their running is just insane.
All right, so
Is there any more questions you had? I don't got much.
I think that's it.
Guys,
Although,
well, I want to say it once again for anybody who watches this, thank you so much for being
yeah,
here.
thank you.
Hearing us and hearing me and Ryan collaborate on like basically our yearly video at this point. It's nice
Pretty
to keep the
much.
old flame going sometimes. And take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.
See ya. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.